guys, welcome to Covert Narcissist 101. I'm Kate. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. And don't forget to hit the bell button so you know when I upload more videos. Alright guys, today we're going to talk about co-parenting with a narcissist and lies that they tell the kids. You guys already know that the smear campaign is going on to whoever will listen about how horrible you are, how messed up it was, how everything was your fault. I mean, these are to other people. Now, what about the lies they tell the kids? Because you know they're painting you black. They're definitely trying to turn the kids against you. Not because they love the kids so much or they want to spend more time with them or whatever. No, this is another way to get at you because they know between you and them, you are the only one that is actually, they actually love the kids and want to actually want the best interest of the kids, so definitely the narcissist will be telling lies about you. They'll be lying about child support. In my case, he lied about how I didn't have any money, so without the child support that we're gonna starve, and without the child support we can't live where we live, so and sometimes when they lie to the kids, most of the time the kids don't run back and tell you what it is. It kind of comes out, which in my own case it kind of came out. I don't know what we're talking about. I think my daughter was like, Mom, are we gonna make it? It was weird. I said, yeah. I mean, I didn't know what are we gonna make it, what are we making? So I just answered, yes, we're gonna make it. I'm like, why? Then my son was like, oh, because dad said, he's he has to pay me. He has to pay me money to take care of you guys, because if he doesn't pay me, then we're all gonna starve, and then we're gonna be homeless. We won't have anywhere to live. I'm like, oh, okay, So I mean, this crazy made up lie, which of course this will have no limit to how low they can go with this. So of course in your mind you're flipping out like I can't, what did he say? So you're going off in your head. But I want to kind of tell you guys how to at least how I dealt with it, because like I said, they're already painting you black over there and whatever color that is suitable to them. And so the last thing you want to do is to come out in a way where the kids feel under attack, because you don't want to have the transferred aggression where you are pissed off by what they actually said, that you go off, the kids kind of feel like you're going off on them or whatever. Of course that's not what you are, so you don't want to come off as that. So first of all, I say, don't even have the discussion of a narcissist. Don't talk about the narcissist at home. Don't discuss the narcissist. I mean, if you're talking about a narcissist to another adult in the house, make sure the kids are not around. Just don't say any, don't sit down and say any negative stuff. That's what I meant, like discussing the narcissist. Let that be like some kind of rule in the house where it doesn't even come up, unless something like this come up where you need to address something, then address it. But other than that, don't sit down and lament on all the evil things and all the evil deeds and how horrible it is and how hopefully they'll get hit by a bus or something like that. No, don't even do that. Don't talk about them negatively. Like sit down just sit down to discuss them with the kids or even within their hearing. Don't do that. Let that be like a rule in your house that you do. Another thing is, so when the kids approach you with this kind of comment like my kids did, and first of all, like I said, you hold anger in check. You're pissed off, you want to go off, hold it all back, and then you kind of ask them, which is what I did. I said, so but what do you think? It's like my daughter was like, she's 8, she's like, what? I said, what is your opinion? What do you think? You think we are, I don't, you see I go to work, right? Like, yeah, you go to work every day. It's like, so you think they don't pay us when we go to work? It's like, no, that's why you go to work, so you can get paid. I say, okay, so that means I go to get money, right? She's like, yeah. I say, you see, then that means we will be okay. I am making money to support us. Your dad is paying child support because that is your dad, and he is required to contribute to taking care of you. And so they look like, oh yeah. What this does, even to anybody, is to, when you hear whatever it is you hear about somebody, and when somebody asks you, and especially to a child, when you say, what do you think? What is your opinion? It forces them to push aside whatever it is that they're told and kind of think for themselves at that moment. Whatever it is, whether they're going to side with what was said or whatever, but it forces them to kind of remember something, think on their own, like, what is your opinion? What is your opinion on this? In a calm manner, what is your opinion on that? They give it to you. And another thing is also if you have facts, because I also have a lie that he told them where that he sent me messages to have them call him, or that I stopped them from calling him or something like that. And the kids they came back from over there and they're telling me that's what he was saying. And I'm like, do I tell you guys not to call him? And they said no. So I put up emails, and this is, if the kids can read, I put up emails. I said, you see here where I said, they can call you. They're not available. They will call you when they get back. And, so you show them facts, because there's no point in you, like I said, going all in and trying to defend whatever bullshit they just said. Start with, what do you guys think? What is your opinion? What do you think? You think this? You think that's what it is? You start with that and see where they're coming from. And of course, if you have facts, show them the facts. If it's written, they can read, show them the facts. So, and one thing I like, I do in my house is to have a time where everybody kind of sits and talk about their day. I don't think I mentioned this in another video. I call it the meeting time, or how do you feel time, or discussion time, whatever. It's kind of like where I ask them randomly, so what was good about the day? What was bad about the day? Every now and then is something, nothing major. It's like, oh, this was this, or the teacher did that, or this was. This kind of build a relationship with you guys where they can easily these things come out, because especially this is where you can maybe catch when they're lying to the kids about something that you don't know about, because like I'm saying, they don't come back from them and tell you, or they don't run to you and tell you the lies that's being said about you. It all kind of shows up randomly, from somewhere. So if you're having these discussions with them every now and then, it will pop up, at least before whatever it is they're saying start taking root in the kid's head. So I kind of want to show you, let you guys know how I handle it. First of all, no discussion about a narcissist whatsoever with the kids, unless something comes up and you're talking about it. Two is, they come up with something, you let them finish, and then you ask them, so what do you think? What is your opinion on that? What do you think that is? How do you feel about what was said? Or what do you think? Do you think it's true or it's not? Let them tell you, because that automatically forces them to think for themselves, like, look at all that stuff. Of course, the next thing, if you have facts, show them facts. They can read, show them what it is. If they can read, show them the facts. There's no point in going back and forth discussing, or you being angry. Hold all that anger in check and, calmly address this. Another thing, of course, have some time where you guys discuss and you talk about, what is going on, in each other's life. It doesn't have to be anything major. That way you can catch whenever it is, they start saying, they will be saying something, of course, but at least you catch it. It shows up somewhere in that whole discussion with the kids. All right, guys, that's all I got. You, of course, get your mind together and everything else will fall into place. I will definitely see you in the next video. Take care.